Aleister Crowley said the mind is the crucible of magic. I would like to go a step further than that and say the subconscious is the crucible of magic. Has nothing to do with your consciousness, your higher will, your holy guardian angel, your higher self, the perfected part of you, the part of you that is God, works through the subconscious, not the conscious ego. The subconscious is the most important aspect as far as co-creating with God. We must clear out the subconscious. We must heal, forgive, and resolve our issues from childhood, sometimes from past lives, and sometimes from the present. There are always patterns to refine and feelings to nurture. The subconscious really is your teacher in the biggest way possible. I think that the work that we do to clear out the attic of the subconscious is probably the most difficult work we do while in the body. Once we have cleaned out the subconscious from major fear, worry, guilt, patterns, codependency, workaholism, all of these things that may keep us from evolving. Once we kind of cleanse that area because we understand what's going on there, we understand the difficulties that it's been causing us, and we understand that change is the only way to move forward. So we decide on that change and we move forward. In that forward moving process is when you get your first glimpse or chance at the superconscious, as some have called it, Christ consciousness, as others have called it, the cosmic field. There's all kinds of names for this place. Isn't it funny that there's so many names for this place, yet so few people know about it? The Super Christ consciousness is a doorway, a step beyond the subconscious. I haven't read anything about Carl Jung mapping that part of the psyche, and I think because it's not on the third dimension. We're no longer speaking third dimensionally. This is fourth, fifth dimension information. And that's very important, and that's what we need to start learning now. We need to know that there's a great healing process, and it begins when you're dealing with your past, when you're dealing with childhood, when you're dealing with abandonment issues, when you're dealing with shame, guilt, and all of these patterns, and finding out that, oh my gosh, I have an ego, and that is separate from my perfected self, and I have a perfected self, wow, and I have angels and guides and all of these wonderful things to help me evolve my soul, because that is what I am here for. So as you learn through all of this, you understand that you chose the lessons that you went through in your childhood, and that you come to a much greater understanding of why you chose those lessons and how you can move on from that. And separating the ego from the perfected self gives you a better perspective on the ego and saying, oh, you know what, I'm human and I'm not perfect and things happen to me. And it's not my guilty, shameful fault. These are lessons that I needed to learn, and then taking it from that perspective, that life as a school is so much more healthy than running around, with your guilt pants on. I'm guilty, So that's all part of clearing out the subconscious, becoming friends with yourself. It's one of the most important things you'll ever do. It's the most important friendship you'll ever have, I'll tell you that. So your friendship with yourself. Then you get in the subconscious into the more fantasy side of the subconscious, because you cleared out the boogeyman and all that scary stuff. The ghost lady's gone. The voices have calmed down or are gone, and you're more just a clear, conscious, focused human. At this point, things start to get a little neat. Tapping into this super consciousness is where you get the memories of your past lives. through dreams or just through meditation. It's being able to understand your soul on a much deeper level, beyond time, beyond form, beyond gender. What I feel is going on is that the pineal gland is now growing in a healthy manner. It's being watered, so to speak, with fresh, clean, filtered water of the subconscious, instead of being poisoned by all of the negative thoughts and all the negative feelings that it's had over the years, all the buildup. You've turned all that around, purified it, and now you're growing this wonderful pineal gland that is excreting possibly DMT. It's a good way to describe it, even though if it's not chemically, logically, scientifically correct. You're excreting this chemical that enhances you. It enhances your mind. It's almost psychedelic. I mean, that really is the best way I have found to describe it, is that it's a psychedelic experience because it has another sense to it, a fourth or fifth dimensional sense impending upon and working with your waking reality. So we've gone beyond all the things you'd need a psychologist for, all of these interpersonal workings. We've gone beyond that to a clear, focused, conscious human, and within that you get to the deeper aspect where you're seeing the beauty of life.